What's going on, everybody? So the Packers have started cutting lots of different players so far, so I'm going to go through who has been cut so far at the time I'm filming this. Things are starting to come out pretty quickly, so by the time I film this, there are probably going to be other guys cut as well, but I will be putting out a video when the final 53-man roster is finalized later this afternoon. So if you want to see that, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss the second that video comes out. But I want to go through so far this morning who has been released from this Packers roster. First off, we have Benkert has been released. That came out a little bit earlier, probably about 10 or 15 minutes ago. But Tom Pelissero said that the Packers plan to bring him back to the practice squad unless another team claims him. So that was one thing we were talking about, these past couple weeks is, Benkert I thought looked pretty solid in the preseason. Struggled a little bit, but I think looked pretty solid. So I was questioning whether or not they would decide to keep a third quarterback with him there, but apparently they have not. They're sticking with Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love. So it'll be interesting to see if the Packers are able to pick him up and have him on this practice squad. I hope they're able to get him. I hope no one else comes in and snags him up. Then we have Dexter Williams has been released. Kylan Hill has been playing so well this preseason. It makes sense. Even though I thought in a few preseason games, there were moments where Dexter Williams looked super explosive, but, hasn't really been able to separate himself from Kylan Hill. Kylan Hill has looked, amazing in this preseason game, so it makes sense with that one. Then we have Braden, offensive lineman, who has been cut. I think that was a guy that, at least me and lots of other people I've noticed thought would make the roster. Apparently, he did not do enough to keep his spot on the roster, so it has been released. Then we have guard Jacob Capra has been released. I don't think that's too much of a surprise. Then we have Christian Uphoff, who was a safety that we were wondering, could he make his way onto the roster? Maybe with him being released, that's good news for Ennis Gaines. Maybe he'll make the roster instead of Christian Uphoff, because Christian Uphoff I thought did show some good things on special teams this preseason. In the final two, we have two cornerbacks. We have Register Faris, and then we have cornerback Stephendenmark, two cornerbacks who I thought, that wasn't too much of a surprise that those guys were cut from the roster. But so far, that's what I've seen from who has been cut. Let me refresh this to make sure no one else has been cut, because it's been coming out pretty quickly. Yeah, I haven't seen anything else yet. So that's all for this at this moment. It is 9:13 a.m. Central. But after that, obviously there's going to be a lot more guys who are going to be cut before the final roster drops, in the next, few hours in this afternoon. So that's all I wanted to break down with you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it. And if you haven't followed me on Twitter, you want to stay up to date with Packers news, content, all that kind of stuff. I put a lot of stuff out there on Twitter. So follow me at Luke_Beller. That is my Twitter. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later today.